What up, 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 world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, "What's the deal?" And today we got a sad story coming out of Encino, California. Um, a young lady has died after undergoing illegal butt injections or augmentation, something along them lines. Like she was getting her butt done by a mother and daughter. The mother, 51, Libby Adame, and 26-year-old Alicia Gomez, pretty much were doing illegal operations out of their Encino home. Um, and unfortunately, this young lady, she was coming back for her third operation, where she was ended up basically fatally dying due to the procedure. The mother and daughter has been arrested on murder charges. Um, they pretty much was out here acting like they're these top doctors or whatever, specialists in BB uh, Brazilian body lifts, BBLs, you know, and I think this is something that we got to speak on as far as um, the motivation behind young women wanting to go and alter their natural bodies, and just the I guess the demand for it being so high that you got people being desperate for it. And throughout the years when it first started happening, you start hearing about other people that will go through this, and women walking and then they butt just fall down to the back of their calves, things like that. So it's definitely something that I believe should be not forgotten, because this young lady, she came from South Africa. She was, I guess, trying to start a career in the adult film industry, and like most women nowadays, they feel like, well, let me go and get this done. Um, Let me go get this done so I could appeal more to the audience and things like that. And yeah, it's just unfortunate. Um, and unfortunately, you fall victim to people that's portraying something that they're not. And these women, they were just so reckless. And first off, it should have been a lot of questions that you. Let me finish first before I go into what could have been done or what should be done for the future. But yeah, they were mixing chemicals with other substances that did not appropriate for any medical procedure. And if they did have any type of medical um, schooling or education in any form of medical field, they would know. Making concoctions, putting it in human bodies, it's not going to work good. It's not going to be a good outcome. Um, Unfortunately, the young woman, Raj Paul, from South Africa, she filmed a few of the procedures, so that's becoming evidence. I guess she probably posted on her social medias, so that's becoming evidence. And I get it. It's probably like a word of mouth type thing, um, as far as how they get their business, but you got to look at you know like before I walk into, let's say, a restaurant or anything like that, before I go give my service, as far as my give my money to this business, you know what I'm saying? I check it out. I look at how clean it is, how, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bunch of stuff that you got to check down this list before I be like, all right, this is it. First off, if I'm going to get surgery, I'm gonna look at the person that's doing the surgery, and as you can see, Libby Adame, um, she don't look like the best example of what plastic surgery looks like. Like, that's, well, I don't know, because it seems like that's the look that women are going for. That more like 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 that strong face look. But yeah, it's like that should have been the first red flag. Like, why your face look like that, but you probably showing her pictures of what you gonna make her body look like. You know what I'm saying? So that'd have been the first thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to look the part, um, and that right there would have me tapping my girl on the shoulder like, "Babe, you sure you want to get this done by her?" Not to mention we had to pull up to a residential neighborhood, so you're doing this in probably like a living room or a bedroom in the house. You know what I'm saying? So in being that we in the climate of all this, disease and virus going around, it's like people shouldn't be risking their lives for this. And just a message away from the story because it has nothing to do with nothing. I just want to be able to let the women know that majority of men, um, majority of men, it, they gonna deal with you outside if your body is done. But I will say, um, from my experience of having conversations with different people, um, natural always wins. So whether you natural, flat butt, no breasts, you're gonna win before that woman that went and got $7,000 worth of body work done. You know, um, that's just from what I believe. A real man is gonna love what it means that what it means for a woman to be a woman, not necessarily what it means to feel things and you know like naturalness always, and nothing against women that do get surgeries and stuff like that, but at this point we starting to see how um, it's kind of like getting your first tattoo. You get your first tattoo, I ain't that bad. Then you end up with a whole sleeve. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of these victims are going back because it worked, nothing happened, it was cheap. You know what I'm saying? But you hurting your life, and then it's sad because these women that's doing it nowadays are young. They in their early 20s. They haven't went through anything natural with their bodies. They haven't given childbirth because childbirth is gonna give you that look that you looking for that these women is paying to get. That childbirth will give you that. It'll get you your hips will widen out. You'll put some weight on. Like thing is where you mess up is after you get that surgery and you ain't let your body run its natural course of progression. Um, you start to look disfigured. You start to look messed up to where now you got all these different people that's constantly going back under the knife because they got to get it right for what it was supposed to be the first time. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just think we need to, advocate to let women be able to feel comfortable in their own true skin and not feel pressures of, oh well, I want to be this bottle girl or I want to whatever the Instagram model certifications classifications is. Um, Men are gonna like your picture regardless, but more so if you're natural. That's just what I think. Because a lot of times it's like a lot of times this surgery it takes so much away from a woman's beauty that it start to make you wonder like never mind. I'm going too deep on that. Never mind. I don't want to offend anybody. But yeah, it's just be comfortable with in your own skin, because this young lady, she lost her life due to the fact that she had some type of insecurity in the way she looked or the way she would be accepted into, the adult film world, which I feel like is highly, unfortunate. And yeah, these two, they deserve everything that they got coming to them. The police they did say that they are actively seeking other victims and potential people who may have died as a result of this procedure. So if you're a family member in Southern California or wherever, and a relative has been downhill ever since they went and got this procedure. They butt is turning purple, blue, red, green. Um, they got an oil leak because these girls was just putting all kind of stuff in them. You know what I'm saying? They was using certain things that were medically used by top physicians, but then they were also mixing their own something in there to try to make it more plump or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, this is definitely a sad situation. I hope it could open the eyes up of all the young women that's out there. Plastic surgery shouldn't be for anybody in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? Plastic surgery is supposed to be for, you know, women in their 40s or 50s, maybe, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to lose that baby weight that they carry for 30 years after they done raised six big ass linebackers or something. You know, you got to let your body naturally progress through its changes and things, because you'll be surprised of what you may be expected to gain. You know, God might have been like, "Hey, look, when you turn 28, that little them boobies you want, or them thighs that you want, or that stomach you want tucked, yeah." You know, and another thing I want to say is, if you do go get the surgery, that doesn't mean that you don't have to work out. That doesn't mean that you just get to sit there and have this body that's stapled together, and then once it's done healing, you're good. No, you still got to work out and maintain the body. So I would say, before you go trying to just change up the physical appearance, make sure that you right up here mentally to, you know what, let me try to work out first. If you can't lose it, you know, you done had a C-section or something, that makes sense. Go get it tucked and tied, and boom, you know. But you got to understand, that's not the end all be all, and I think that's what a lot of women are being under the perception of, that because of social media, of course. You know, your favorite celebrities is rocking all kind of plastic surgeries and under construction every 3 months, but it come off, they're promoting it like it's natural. You know, I remember it was a while where Nicki Minaj was lying about her body being fake, and you know, it's like, come on, you know. But anyway, I don't want to go any further on that. Y'all drop your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, "What's the deal?" Yeah, if you got daughters, make sure you instill it as a man. Make sure you instill in them what it means to be happy within themselves, and understand that reinforcing how beautiful your child is and telling them the things that eventually they will want to grow up and be in search of. And you don't want to let a random person that don't have your child's best interest be able to dictate how they accept or give love. So you want to, it starts home, and it starts early. So make sure you reiterate and instill in your children that, yeah, you're smart, you're beautiful, whatever it is that can reinforce that mental stability in them, to where they don't need to go out and get 100 comments or 1,000 likes, or get their DMs flooded, or, you know what I'm saying. They don't have to get that to feel good or feel whole. So that's just a little message from Big Amp Dog. Peace.